Does social media have a positive or negative effect on Canadian politics?
Politics specifically, I would say it has pros and cons, but in general, I think my outlook is probably that it skews towards the negative. I don't know, it's just kind of an intuition. I don't know if I have anything in specific.
I think it has a positive effect because it gives people a voice and a platform to express their needs and to share information.
Definitely positive. It's a means for people to be able to express how they feel, and just basically talk about what's going on the island, and let other people who are not really as aware as well of what's going on.
I think pretty negative, but it could be positive if it was put in a slightly different direction, but I think right now it's kind of negative.
I mean, it could be both. I think it can be really polarizing, and some people benefit from the polarizing because you get more comments and engagement if you're posting things that are controversial, but also it's great to have open dialogue, and it's an opportunity for people who wouldn't be involved to learn and get involved.
Yeah, but negative in that because we can't share news on social media, you're only getting opinions, and you can get a lot of false narratives, and you can't get fact anymore on the internet in Canada, through social media.
Mm-hmm.
But if you use it wisely, I would say it's a great way to have great debates and learn more about your politicians and politics locally and federally as well.
Negative, I'd say, for the most part. I mean, it's a little bit of both. I like going on there and kind of seeing the diversity and things, and people can root for what they want to root for on social media. But I mean, people probably use it too much and exploit it to spread their views in negative ways. So
I'm not the right person to answer this, but my initial gut feeling is negative. I think there's too much false news out there and too many narratives that we all fall for that aren't exactly correct, and I don't think it's always used in the best manner.
No, I think it brainwashes anybody that don't have anything that, any thought of their own, really. They go on and they see somebody saying, oh, well, Justin Trudeau did this, this, and this, and this guy's this, this, and this, and if they don't really know much about politics and that's the first comment they see, that's what they're going with. So I don't think they get to make the right decision. So yeah, I think it's a negative effect.
As a tough one, it depends on, I guess, what kind of slant you want to put on some of the things you read. Don't always believe everything you see and read on social media. If you do see something that you're not quite sure what it means, do a little bit of research.
I think it's balanced sometimes. Oftentimes there's so much negativity out there that people latch on to negativity as opposed to really thinking for themselves and listening. So I think it may very well have more of a negative impact than a positive impact.
I think it can have a bit of both, but I think overall I find it negative because people tend to express the negative of what's going on more than the positive.
I think it has a negative effect because most of what they put into the social media is crap, if I'm allowed to say that word. So you're not really getting the true story. So social media can destroy things without even giving it a thought. People don't matter.
I think it has a positive effect. I think it gets the word out there, what's going on politically. I think it's an avenue to get the message across to the public a lot faster. Whether it be accurate, it certainly gets the message out. At least it gives people the opportunity to have a better understanding of what's going on as opposed to just print media.
I think it has both positive and negative effects. The positive being it can inform the public, give them valuable information to make informed decisions. Negative being it can be used for propaganda. It can be used to push a narrative that could be false. It could be used to polarize groups of people. So that's what I think is the good and the bad of both. So it's like a dual-edged sword, I guess.
It definitely has a negative effect on Canadian politics. I think it feeds into the vitriol of everybody. Like everybody's so angry at each other. it makes us rage click at each other and engage more. And I think more engagement is always, Facebook and the others are always looking at more engagement, prioritizing that over anything, regardless of the politics. They don't care about left or right. But yeah, just people just want to argue. Yeah, the content, yeah.
Social media is a place for people to say more mean things without having to deal with confrontation, and seeing people face to face, their body language, their feelings is a much more real effect. Social media is a place to be cruel and dark and mean with no consequences or consideration for other people's thoughts and opinions.
I would say it has a negative effect on Canadian politics, given that there's so much misinformation out there. People have opinions based off stuff they've potentially just overheard and are spreading it. But yeah, there's a lot of unresearched opinions being shared.